Well, keep the lights on for the Red Raiders of Texas Tech and the UTEP Miners. Both teams fresh off 7-point wins in week 1. Craig Bolerjack along with Ryan. He's glad you're with us. A little late tonight. A little windy, by the way, in El Paso, Texas. You're going to have some fun tonight. That Red Raider air raid last week, very busy. Davis Webb, their quarterback, Ryan, put the ball in the air 53 times against Central Arkansas.
Well, Texas Tech offense, Craig, is flat out electric. One of the best in the country. Last year, their passing offense ranked 2nd in the country. Davis Webb, he will light you up at the quarterback position. He had over 400 yards passing. He had 4 touchdowns last week. His go-to wide receiver, Bradley Marquez, number 4. He has all the tools to be an elite wide receiver. He's got reliable hands. He's got a great burst off the ball. And one of the things that I really enjoy, he's a playmaker. He can find the end zone quickly. This guy is going to be a go-to wide receiver for this new school offense, this new school air raid offense.
You talk about new school. We've got old school here at UTEP. And we talk about old school is about running the football and then running the football some more.
Well, after spending some time with the coaches from UTEP and the players, we quickly learned it's all about old school around here. And guess what old school offenses want to do, Craig? They want to pound the rock. And they're going to pound the rock with Aaron Jones, one of the most underrated underclassmen at the running back position in the country. He's very fast, very explosive, sees the hole, has great vision. And one of the things I enjoy as a former player, I really enjoy his balance and his ability to break tackles. This player, he is an old school type of player. They're going to run the ball a lot with Aaron Jones.
Stay close. Texas Tech plans to light up the Sun Bowl tonight. The Red Raiders and UTEP Miners, the Big 12 against Conference USA. Next on Fox Sports 1. Welcome back, El Paso, Texas. 22nd meeting between Texas Tech and UTEP. And welcome to Fox Sports 1 College Football, presented by Cree LED Bulb. Weather, well, we expected some rain, but luckily it's cleared. Partly cloudy. Wind could be a factor tonight, so keep an eye on that. Good coaching matchup tonight. Cliff Kingsbury, the centerpiece of Texas Tech, quarterback the air raid offense under Mike Leach. It was 8-5 as a rookie head coach last season. His counterpart tonight is Sean Kugler, 2nd year in El Paso. Ryan played offensive line at UTEP. Kugler, he's trying to bring discipline, accountability back to this program. Discipline and accountability, those are the 2 key words in his vocabulary.
Well, he repeated those words a number of times, and he also repeated the word passion. He has a passion because he was a former player, and now he's the coach for this university. He wants his players to play with that same type of intensity and passion.
Actually, a nice, cool night in the border town of El Paso, Texas. Maddox with some help off the tee. Here we go. Underway, week 2. And then win, no chance of a return. And Texas Tech will have the football at the 25-yard line. Let's bring out the quarterback for Texas Tech. He's 6'5". His name is Davis Webb. Makes his 8th career start tonight. Ryan threw for 452 yards last week against Central Arkansas. 4 touchdowns and a couple of picks.
Well, in the bowl game last year, he had over 400 yards, and then he comes in the first game of the year and has over 400 yards. He got off to a little bit of a slow start. He had a couple miscues offensively as a quarterback, but in that second half last week, he really turned it on. We want to see him start fast this week.
It's a high-tempo offense. Don't blink, you may miss a snap. DeAndre Washington lines up alongside Webb, along with Justin Stockton, a true freshman. Here we go. On the first play, it's play action, and the ball is tossed downfield, and it's incomplete. Let's take a look tonight at the impact players, and we start with Tech's offense.
Well, DeAndre Washington is a running back. Last week, he had a career-high rushing. I think they're going to use him more a little to balance him up. And then Bradley Marquez is their go-to wide receiver. He's a big playmaker. And then Wesley Miller, the linebacker. He's the quarterback of that defense. He's going to get everybody lined up.
Only 5 foot, 10 inches, 195, but a big hitter. Webb to the air, 0 for 2 to start. That ball deflected at the line of scrimmage. This crowd, UTEP hopes will play a factor tonight. A lot of orange in the stands here at the Sun Bowl. Washington in the backfield alongside Webb. 3rd down and 10. Last season, Texas Tech converted 98 third downs. That was tied 6th most in the FBS. Webb from the shotgun. Low snap, handles it well. He'll stand in the pocket. Wants another deep ball. Has a man out front and through his hands. Just past the 35-yard line. Jakeem Grant, the intended receiver. And pressure came from the weak side linebacker, Alvin Jones, a redshirt freshman who was up there in his face.
Well, Webb just overthrew the wide receiver in that position. He had a guy wide open. He was running a streak down the middle. All four of the wide receivers were running go routes. They wanted to press the ball early. They wanted to attack. Unfortunately, Webb, another miscue early on in the game.
Damian Payne back to receive the punt of Taylor Shemank. Into the wind, high hanger, taken 28-yard line, and that's where UTEP will start their first drive, a 47-yard punt. Let's meet Jameel Showers, 6'2" senior, second year Ryan in this program after he transferred from Texas A&M because of a guy named Manziel, and said he finally felt like he's got a home after being a visitor last year.
Well, feeling at home now leads to confidence. He feels like he has a more command of the offense that would allow him to play faster. And one of the things that he worked on this offseason was timing with his receiver, getting on the same page with him. And that's one of the things that feeling at home. He's now feeling at home with his wide receivers, completing balls on time, in the right spot, on the numbers. We want to see him do that efficiently tonight.
Showers, you saw his numbers last week in the win against New Mexico State. 11 of 22 for 116 yards. From the shotgun. Showers pressured. Throws it away. Smart play. Smart play by Showers. Let's get impact players, and we start with UTEP's offense.
Well, Aaron Jones, we talked about him in the opening. He is a dynamic running back. He is their go-to guy. They're going to pound the rock with him. And Jared Shaw at the wide receiver position, he's going to push the ball down the field vertically at the wide receiver position. And then Pete Robertson, he's going to get in the backfield for Texas Tech. He's going to try to get Showers off his landmark and disrupt the passer.
Under center goes Showers on 2nd down and 10. Tech started 3 and out. Second snap for the UTEP Miners. Handoff. Jones, watch out, breaks a tackle. Oh, he punishes the defensive back of Tech, and he is thrown out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Keenan Ward, the free safety. Madison tried to bring him down, but oh, the physicality of Aaron Jones.
Woo! Aaron Jones comes through this hole off the left side of the offense, and right here lowers the boom right there. Again, demonstrating his physicality as a running back. He has the speed, he has the elusiveness, but at the end of the run, to be able to finish it, lower your pad level, and run through the defensive back right there was very impressive.
237 last week against New Mexico. 27 on that carry. Inside Tech territory, 1st and 10 at the 45. In penalties, misdirection play, hard hitting, hard running inside the 15-yard line. Micah away makes the initial hit on Aaron Jones.
Number 29, Aaron Jones.
Last week, 22 carries. And Ryan, you mentioned we'll get a heavy dose of Jones, and that's been the case on this during this opening drive.
It's been a steady dose of Aaron Jones, and the coaches talked about it though, Craig. They also have to have a pitch count. You need this guy late in the game as well. If you run him too early, too often, he could get worn down. So they got to be sensitive to how many carries he's getting early on.
2nd down short. Showers on a keeper. And this time they will move the chains. Fresh downs for UTEP. Sean Kugler, 2 and 10 his first year. Won last week against New Mexico. He played O-line, Ryan, back 85 through 88. And you know what? He's been in the NFL as an assistant. And is he disciplined? Wow.
He is intense, and I promise you, if he could strap up right now and play, he would get out there and do it.
Play clock to 8. Play action again. Bullet off the hands, incomplete, of Ian Hamilton. A senior wide receiver, coverage Justice Nelson.
Is incomplete.
Craig, in the red zone, we knew that one of the big-time targets for the wide receiver position for UTEP was Ian Hamilton. He's 6'5", 225. You want to see him run the fade route there. When you're that big, you want to throw the jump ball. They ran him on a quick slant. The timing was a little bit off between him and Showers at the quarterback position. You want to see that jump ball. I think they may go back to him.
5th time inside the red zone this season in the 9th play of this drive. Coming up on 10 and a half minutes to play, first quarter. Play clock to 4. Just got the snap away. Showers a handoff. Beautiful cut back. Aaron Jones follows his fullback, LaFasa. 3rd down and goal. They're going to place that ball down, Ryan, right at the 5-yard line.
Well, Darren LaFasa on that last run play had a nice kickback block, and Aaron Jones was able to follow him right through the hole. Patience by the running back. A nice job of being disciplined as a fullback, finding the defensive player. Sometimes that's a little bit challenging, Craig, as you're looking through the holes as a fullback. But he did a great job. LaFasa did a nice job, number 30.
Troubles in that red zone. Defense early for Texas Tech. 3rd down goal. Play clock to 5. Play action on a boot. Showers looks back the other way. Has a man up top and just overthrows near side. He wanted the tight end, the 6'7" big man, Eric Tomlinson.
Showers pass to number 87.
Pete Robertson, the defensive end, the bandit player for the Texas Tech defense, did a nice job staying at home. They tried to run the play action bootleg, drag the tight end back across the field. Pete Robertson read it, he stayed at home, and he was able to defend it.
Offensive coordinator Patrick Higgins told us we want to get Tomlinson more involved. Last year he had 30 receptions. He had 1 catch last week, and they tried to hit the home run to the tight end. This will be a field goal try of 22 yards, and coming right at you, it's good, and UTEP strikes first at home against Texas Tech. A 22-yard boot by Maddox, and the Miners on their home field, up by 3. 11-play drive, 67 yards, just under 5 minutes. Maddox on a 22-yard field goal, but it was the running, the legs of Aaron Jones. 3 touches for 36 yards, and the Miners up by 3.
And that's the other thing right there. They were eating up the clock. 4 minutes and 52 seconds on that drive. Excellent job by them on offense to get that done. Move the ball methodically down the field on the shoulders of Aaron Jones. Impressive drive. Very impressive.
Well, Ron, you talked about the drive. It's exactly what Sean Kugler talked about. Control the ball, control tempo. And they have done so here early.
And guess what? They got the crowd into it. That was one of the other things. A night game like this, it's late. The fans are ready to go. They're excited. The fans are cheering right now. They're into this game. I tell you, I can feel it right now. Feel the energy.
Maddox, who just hit that 23-yarder, getting some help again on that tee. Boots it away from the 35. Another boomer. That wind is strong and carries it again to the back line of the end zone. Tech's second offensive series. 3 and out, first time that Davis Webb was on the field. The lineup shotgun. Handoff. Washington hits the edge, breaks a tackle, and bulls his way near a first down. Given 9 on a good, tough run by the junior out of Missouri City, Texas.
DeAndre Washington is running with confidence, and that's what he just demonstrated right there. He got the ball, almost got tackled, confidence.
Instead of 2nd and 1, it's 2nd and 6. Play fake, they hit the seam on the hands of Jakeem Grant. And he finds his way near midfield and a first down for Texas Tech.
Jakeem Grant is one of the explosive players at that wide receiver position.
22-yard gain. Washington in the backfield. Handoff. And this is how fast Tech works. Let's keep a clock on them. That's since the ball was put down. 8 seconds up to 9. They're taking a breather right now.
And they made a substitution, so this is actually a little bit one of their slower plays.
And the snap comes at 23 and change. A little toss down to the backfield. Washington turns the corner, spins out of a tackle. First down. Oh, he's hit hard at the 15, and the clock runs again. What's this do to a defense? It's got to wear you down. But right now they get a break because there's a question who has possession.
Ball might have came out again.
Officials are trying to dig that ball out.
There it is.
And there it is. Turnover. Turnover Tech. UTEP with the football right at the 15-yard line. That ball came out, and DeAndre Washington coughs it up.
DeAndre coughs it up as the players come in, they rally in there, and Irvin comes in there and rakes the ball out in the last second as he's going to the ground. Great job wrapping the ball carrier, securing the tackle, but then coming in there with your right hand, number 22, and raking out at the very end. That's exactly what they teach you. And these are some of the fundamentals that defensive coordinator from UTEP, Scott Stoker, talked about.
Play clock to 3 on a play action. Sets his feet. Arms it deep. Caught at the 22-yard line. Right on the hands of Shaw. Jared Shaw, the senior from Los Angeles, beat Tevin Madison, the true freshman, a 33-yard pickup.
Well, we talked about that in the game. And Shaw right here, you're going to see him stop, right? Come back for the football right there. Excellent job fighting back for the football. Showers does a back shoulder fade route, throws it right on the money, allows the receiver to work back. Shaw, smart football right there.
Second completion, and a big one for Showers of 33. UTEP up by 3, knocking on the door just outside the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. They bang it inside with Jeffrey, a 210-pound senior. Keenan Ward, the free safety, makes the initial hit. UTEP has owned the ball here in the first quarter. Showers from the gun. Swings it out, too high. Autry Golden had some room too. Had some room.
Oh man, he had a lot of room in front of him, and Golden's a guy that you get the ball in his hands, he's going to make 3 or 4 people miss in the open field. That's a touch throw from the quarterback. It's not something that the quarterback works all the time. You know, it's just something you got to feel. You drop it in over the defensive player right there, and unfortunately, Showers is struggling with his accuracy, whether it's a long ball or a short ball. That ball needed to be completed. That's an easy throw.
UTEP 3rd and goal. Backs are split. Showers from the gun. Rolls out. Pressured. And throws it away. That brings up 4th down. Pressure coming from the nose of the defensive tackle, Marcus Smith, Demetrius Alston. And I'm sure right now, a little frustrated as that man, Sean Kugler, had a great opportunity to help bust this game open a bit here in the first quarter.
He absolutely did, and he's disappointed. His offense got all the way down there and unfortunately couldn't put it in the end zone. Demetrius Alston, number 51 for Tech, did an excellent job breaking into the backfield and moving Showers off his landmark and creating an incomplete pass.
Jay Maddox hit a 23-yarder earlier in the quarter. This will be from 27. And again, True splits the uprights. That ends the opening quarter. 10 minutes of possession for UTEP, only 5 for Tech.
That was like their best defense was their offense.
It's a 6-0 lead here at the Sun Bowl in El Paso, Texas on Fox Sports 1. We look at the first quarter numbers, and Ryan, what jumps out? I mean, time of possession, obviously.
Right there, Craig. You called it, time of possession. I mean, UTEP's doing an excellent job offensively, moving the chains. They have to score touchdowns. It's going to be hard to win just kicking field goals. Defensively, they're rising up, making plays. Tech, on the other hand, offensively, they just haven't found the rhythm. They've had open receivers. They just haven't been able to convert, move the chains, and have explosive plays yet.
2 field goals by Jay Maddox has given UTEP a 6-0 lead. He's got it teed up with some help at the 35. He'll kick for the first time into the wind, and he got it about 2 yards deep into the end zone, so a touchback. Only 15 plays thus far have been run by Texas Tech. They put up 89 last week against Central Arkansas. Justin Stockton, watch out, has the Jets. Makes the cut. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Texas Tech.
He hit the corner and was gone. Davis Webb's going to bounce it outside, and he's going to go to the house right here. He gets some great blocking by his wide receivers down the field. Excellent job right there. Getting in the field by Lauderdale. Getting in there, helping his running back score a touchdown. A complete play.
What a turnaround on that first play. Collision on the 2-point try. Marquez is hit. and knocked down. You could hear the collision. Compliments of Adrian James. We're tied 6-6 in El Paso. Now Justin Stockton catching his breath after a 75-yard run for a touchdown, a career long, and the two-point conversion no good. We're tied at 6, but you know what, Ron, it's help from a teammate that helps break a big play, and Lauderdale does it once and then comes back and gets another block 2 times to get Stockton into the end zone.
Oh, an excellent job in a run game, in the running game. When you have an explosive play like that, oftentimes it's receivers blocking down the field. It's players hustling. It's players getting in on the action, making big-time blocks. Devin Lauderdale, number 6. Wow. I was impressed by the way he was running down the field, blasting people at the wide receiver position.
Big kick off the hands and a knee, 5 yards deep, no return. Back here, the Red Raiders, as you see, keep that streak of 209 now, consecutive games with a score. Second longest streak in the Big 12 for Kansas State. Now we'll see how UTEP responds after that big play by Texas Tech. Under center of Showers. Play clock to 3. Handoff left side, stacked up. Nowhere to run for Nathan Jeffrey. Demetrius Alston, 270-pounder, a little light. He's a defensive end. Bottom line, playing D tackle for Texas Tech.
Well, he's got to come in there. He is a little light. He actually can play any of the positions on the defensive line. He uses his hands well. He takes on double teams, and that's where he gets a little bit in trouble. Those double teams, those big bodies, those offensive linemen can drive him out of there. But when he's fast on those pass rushers, he does an excellent job, Craig.
Our last 75-yard pass play for a touchdown elevates Texas Tech to nearly 11 yards per play. It's been methodical football thus far for UTEP. Showers runs it out on the throw, and the pass complete. Pulled in by Jared Shaw.
It was a nice little fake toss, bootleg by the quarterback, roll around to the left side and hit Shaw running in the flat. You know, that's just keeping the defense honest. They're loaded up again. We talked about how much they're trying to stop the run game tonight. You got to mix things up like this as an offense to keep them off their heels. If you can get them thinking a little bit defensively and not so zeroed in on shutting down the run, you give yourself a chance to open up Aaron Jones at the running back position.
3rd down and 4 at the 31. Showers into pocket, tosses, ball is free, and it's incomplete. Oh, dangerous. Well, Showers a student, remember, at Texas A&M under Cliff Kingsbury. And Kingsbury has had some great students of the game. At Houston, it was Case Keenum. Of course, at A&M, Johnny Manziel. Showers decided to leave the scene and found himself a home here in El Paso.
And we talked about what did Kingsbury give to you and what did you learn from him? And he said, you know, he taught me to be more confident. He made me more comfortable as a quarterback. And in that type of offense, Cliff Kingsbury's demonstrated his quarterbacks are going to put up big-time numbers. They have opportunity to win the Heisman. I bet he learned a lot under the tutelage of Cliff Kingsbury.
Low snap, good punt to the 35-yard line. Batson with the fair catch. Showers on the phone. We're tied at 6 in El Paso. 6-6 tie, early second quarter. Tech with the football. It's up in the air, on the hands. Beautiful play action. Webb with 2, Jakeem Grant. And Webb sold that play.
Well, a little play action in the backfield to set up the strike down the field. And Jakeem Grant, you know, all the players on Texas Tech say he's the most explosive player on their offense, has the ability to take it to the house every time he touches the ball. Demonstrated once again to beat the defender and get behind him.
40-yard pickup, fresh downs, 1st and 10, draw play. Running hard, dragging a couple of minors is DeAndre Washington up to around the 18, call it the 17-yard line. 104 yards last week against Central Arkansas, over 5 yards a carry. He scored a touchdown. He was the first Texas Tech running back to go for 100 in 24 games. The last was Eric Stevens. Flares it out. Washington at the 11-yard line. Gaff right, the corner, number 7, big hit.
Gathright flies in there, makes an open field tackle. This is a little swing pass to the running back. Nice angle, puts his head down, grabs the ball carrier at the legs and brings him down. Excellent job, perfect tackle.
Hey Ryan, those February tackle sessions are paying off tonight. Good.
We're seeing it all
Good
over
technique.
the field, a number of different ways. And once again, practice makes perfect.
Justin Stockton in that Texas Tech backfield. Play clock. Down to 5. The ball is up. No indication now. Incomplete's the call. Jakeem Grant. 2 officials. Johnny on the spot. Let's see where the foot was.
Well, they ran a little scissor route.
On the line. Good eyes.
And Jakeem Grant, the ball floats on him a little bit. He can't get his right foot down. It touches the line. He's out of bounds right there. Davis Webb's going to want that back. His receiver is so open, he could have just floated it in there. You don't need to lead him in that situation. He'd want that throw back.
Instead, Texas is going to settle for a field goal try of 28 yards. Ryan Buston off the hash. Knuckle ball. And it floats it up and good from 28 yards. Kingsbury and Texas Tech, after being down early now with a 9-6 lead in El Paso. Big welcome back. Sun Bowl in El Paso, Texas. And Texas Tech on the road up by a count of 9-6. Just under 11 minutes left in this first half of play. And a big welcome back to Fox Sports 1. College football is presented by Cree LED Bulb. 7 plays, 54 yards, and Buston with a 28-yard field goal to give Tech the lead, 9-6. Taylor Samain will kick. Five yards deep and on a knee goes Golden. 9 minutes left, first half. 1st and 10. Tech creeps up, showing blitz on a play action rollout as Showers. They dump it off. Finally finds his tight end, who takes a smack on the numbers. Eric Tomlinson knocked down by Kenny Williams, the Raider back.
You know what, if Tomlinson caught the ball in the open field on me with that beard and all that hair on him, I'd be a little nervous. But I'll tell you, Tech did a nice job rallying, putting on a hit, shutting him down right there.
You know,
nice little play action though.
Once a linebacker, always a linebacker, right?
I mean, Tomlinson's a big guy, 6'7", 265. He catches the ball in the open field. You better bring your hard hat as a defensive player.
Play clock to 5. They're stretching out on a handoff. Nice run. Little momentum. Autry Golden knocked down by McElrath, the nose tackle for Tech. But it's methodical play. Nothing fancy. But Ryan, you can win a lot of football games eating up 4 or 5 yards a carry.
Well, Craig, we talked about it in the open. You know, this is old school. I mean, it's not fancy. It's vanilla. It's going to be methodical. They're going to be patient. They're going to wait for their plays. They're going to wait for their opportunities. And they're going to continue to give us a steady dose of Aaron Jones. It works for them, and they're doing a nice job reestablishing the momentum and moving their chains for the offense.
Clock is under 8 minutes to play, first half. Showers takes a snap under center. Handoff nearly lost, taken back by Jones. Stiff arms, once outside. How about the 2 hands? Oh my! That is a big, big play. Threw out that right arm, not once, but twice, and gets the first down.
That looked like Tyson throwing that right-hand jab right there. A little loose on the handoff, but boom, right there in the face. Throws him down, throws another defender down. An impressive stiff arm. That's textbook. Right in the face of the defender, pushing all the way down to the ground, and continue to drive your feet and break the tackles and get positive yards.
Hello, Jalen Barnes. Hello, Deshaun Johnson. 7th play of this drive, and a beautiful run by Jones. UTEP on the move at the Texas Tech 37-yard line. Quarterback keeper Showers pulled it out of the belly and picks up about 5 to the 33.
That's that little read option that I was talking about earlier. You just want to, again, keeping the defense honest. Their eyes are so focused on Aaron Jones. Wherever he goes, their defensive players are going to naturally take a step in that direction. Maybe you might be able to catch him in that situation. Showers did a nice job taking the ball out, continuing to get the ball up the field and reading the defense right there. A smart read by Showers in that situation.
Nice drive, steady drive by UTEP. Down by 3. Trying to find the end zone for the first time tonight. Delay handoff. Jones hits the edge. Another stiff arm. And he's close to the first down marker. Josh Bell through the big block. And Jones with another stiff arm. And this drive is rolling.
Josh Bell, the fullback, does an excellent job. You'll see him come around as he comes back into the screen. We're going to see him come across the field right there. You can see him get that block. Man, that was an impressive block. Very physical. Knocking the defender all the way down. We call that a pancake block right there, Craig.
7 carries now, 66 yards. Who won't take over 9 yards a touch from your running back? And the 9th play of this drive is coming up with 6 minutes left in the first half. A game of field goals, and Ryan on this drive, 7 rushes, just 1 pass play.
It's working. Keep doing it. Keep going back to the well. Obviously, they've gone a long ways with those rushes, and they're going to continue to do that. They're going to continue to be physical. And guess what? Kudos to this offensive line for being physical. They're not that experienced, but they're doing a great job getting pad level and push and changing the line of scrimmage. 4
wide receiver set. Empty backfield for Showers. He'll take the carry and rolls past the 20-yard line. Again, I've got to mention he's 230. Once he rolls forward and puts that body in motion, hard to bring him down.
Very hard once that weight starts going forward. I played against some big quarterbacks before, like a guy like Dante Culpepper. He starts running forward. He's like a battleship coming at you. It's hard to bring a guy down like that. Showers, he's big. He's not very agile, but when he gets his pads pointed in the right direction, north and south, he's gonna get positive yards. It's hard to bring a big physical quarterback like that down.
Picks up 7, now 2nd down and 3 as we hit the 5-minute mark. Can UTEP find the end zone? Play clock to 3. Straight ahead running. Here comes Jones, another stiff arm. Switches the ball. He'll take it inside for the touchdown. Aaron Jones. It was his drive.
It was his drive, the entire drive.
$19 yards, and I've never seen a back control a defense like Aaron Jones. 1 stiff arm after another on that drive.
This defense may have nightmares of number 29 floating through their defense, carving them up, running them over, stiff on them all the way to the end zone. Excellent job, Aaron Jones.
Maddox, the left footer, punches the PAT through the uprights. 19 yards. Aaron Jones hits the edge, finds the end zone, and UTEP leads Texas Tech by 4. Last week, Aaron Jones had his way for 237 yards in that win against New Mexico. Tonight, he's put up 85 yards right in the first half of play, and a beautiful run to the end zone.
And Jerome Daniels, number 70, the guard right there, works his way up to the linebacker, number 13, Sam Uguavin, and does a nice job sealing him, driving his feet, driving Sam, number 13, linebacker, out of the field. Jones runs right behind him on his way to the end zone. A very physical play by number 70, the offensive lineman, Jerome Daniels.
5 carries on that drive for Jones, 49 yards. 13-9 UTEP. Good kick. Wynn has settled down just a little bit on a knee, and Webb on a handoff. Stockton, the freshman, has room on the far side and wrestled out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
Craig, Justin Stockton, number 8, was the player that the coaches told us to keep our eyes on. If the freshman is explosive, they talked about him, how they were going to try to feature him more and more in the offense tonight.
Tech, hurry up, that air raid offense. Airs it out top, What a catch at the 25-yard line. On his back, Dylan Cantrell. Maybe he got the wind knocked out of him, but he went up way up high and pulled it in.
Cantrell goes up high. He high points the ball. He gets behind the defensive player right there. High points it. Great catch.
Chopped down at the line of scrimmage. Justin Stockton taken down. This is a true freshman and a Steele High School in Cibolo, Texas. Last year, Ryan, nearly 2,200 yards, 38 touchdowns. He averaged 12 yards a touch.
Oh, he was highly recruited at a high school.
Texas Tech knocking on the door, trying to answer that UTEP touchdown. Quentin White alongside Webb in the backfield. They'll get the carry right up the gut. High steps a tackler and takes a hard high one. Deshaun Smith hit him, the free safety, but not before he picked up the first down.
Quentin White does an excellent job putting a little juke on the defensive back in the hole. That's hard to do, Craig, to be able to have that burst, change direction, and continue to move forward. Quentin White is known for his elusiveness.
Tech with 2 timeouts if needed. The same for UTEP. Clock hits 3:20 to play. Straight ahead running again. Nice cut. And White cannot escape the grasp of Deshaun Smith.
Well, you can start to feel, Craig, you start to feel the momentum coming back to Texas Tech offensively. They're throwing the ball, but they've really established a run, and they're doing an excellent job pounding the rock, similarly as UTEP did in their previous drive.
They're going old school.
They are going old school.
Webb throws. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Marquez. 3rd touchdown of the season. He had 2 last week.
Bradley Marquez, your go-to wide receiver for Texas Tech, got behind the defense. They ran a little play action, a nice little pop and catch right there with the quarterback and the wide receiver.
Tech looked like they were going to line up for 2. Now they set up for the PAT. They're up 15-13. Buxton kicks up and good. 3-point game. Texas Tech retakes the lead on that Marquez touchdown. And UTEP will go to the locker room down by 3. Texas Tech on the road with a 16-13 lead at the half. Right now, let's send you to Rob Stone in LA for the AT&T Fox Sports 1 college football halftime.
It's halftime of the Sun Bowl in El Paso, Texas. Texas Tech on the road with a 3-point lead on the hometown Miners. Craig Bullerjack along with Ryan Neese. Hope you enjoyed the first half of play. Hard hitting. We saw Tech with a lot of penalties, and we saw the old school UTEP Miners run the football.
No surprise there, Craig.
Absolutely.
They were definitely going to run the football. An old school mentality with Aaron Jones, their running back. He is a dynamic running back, and he continued to carry the load for this offense. He was all over the place. He demonstrated his speed. He demonstrated how physical he is as a runner. He laid the boom, and he got into the end zone a number of times. Great job by them running the ball and doing their old school football. On the other side of the ball, Texas Tech, you know what? They adopted the old school as well. DeAndre Washington and Justin Stockton, the running backs, they got a number of touches, and they too did an excellent job offensively running the football. I can see them running the ball too in the second half.
So halftime is complete. 3rd quarter just around the corner. Cliff Kingsbury, I'm sure, had an interesting talk. And you know what? I'd like to talk to him right now because Tech ran for 146 yards. And UTEP went 147.
Uncharacteristic of Texas Tech, but they found a way. They saw the weakness. They saw UTEP taking away the passing game. They saw an opportunity to exploit their defense and run the ball, and they've mixed it up. You know, smart football by Kingsbury and their offense to mix in the run game and mix it in effectively.
You saw the Miners 0-12 all time against Big 12 opponents, so this town would be electrified with a win tonight. Down by 3, they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. Shemaine with the kick. And out of the end zone. Again, that wind is picked up. First half numbers. Brought to you by Geico. Total yards, they combined for over 500. Rush yards nearly even. Time of possession, one-sided.
It's definitely lopsided on the time of possession in UTEP's favor right there. But on the other side too, Craig, it's lopsided in penalties. Texas Tech plagued themselves early in that game. Early in the first quarter, they had a number of penalties. They had 7 penalties in that half. Those were the things that were slowing down their offense. They started to find their rhythm when they got away from the penalties, stopped shooting themselves in the foot, and all of a sudden they were putting points on the board.
They have the ball, fresh downs at the 33-yard line. Down by 3. Showers deep, lobs it up, and that ball is into the Texas Tech bench. I guess Shaw was the intended receiver. Ball got away or throwaway?
I guess I'm hoping it was a throwaway because that ball wasn't close to the wideout in that situation, and he had a lot of pressure in his face. The receivers were covered. He really didn't have anywhere to go with that football. So if he was throwing it away, it was a smart football decision by the young quarterback.
Shaw trying to get on the same page with Showers. Just 5 of 16 throwing tonight for the UTEP quarterback, 76 yards. Hand off straight away. Jones hops over the pile. He's got quick feet. Turns really nothing into something. And he'll pick up, looks like 5 the hard way. Clock's under 11 minutes. Big third down.
You haven't seen him get turned back at all this game. You haven't seen any really tackles for losses. He's found a way, even when the play's not there, he makes something out of nothing. And in that situation right there, he squirts through and gets 5 yards, and all of a sudden, 3rd, 5, they have an opportunity.
He's had 100 for the night. He had 237 last week. What a great start by Aaron Jones in week 2. Batted down. Robertson, the bandit back, right in the face of Jameel Showers. And again, a punting situation for the Miners.
And Pete Robertson comes up with a big play as a defensive end bandit in that situation. He comes off the edge. They're setting up the screen. He gets his hands up. He bats the ball down. You know, and I read a couple things about Pete Robertson. He talks about, he enjoys being the man this year. He is their best defensive lineman. He can put pressure on the quarterback. He can wreak havoc in the backfield. And right there, he comes up with a big stop.
Miners punt away. Into a soft wind. Hand up for the fair catch at the 16. Well, so far, it's been a scoreless third. 16-13, Texas Tech. Welcome back to Fox Sports 1 College Football, presented by Cree LED Bulb at the Sun Bowl. Nice night in El Paso, Texas. Showers tonight. Quarterbacking for UTEP, tough. 5 of 17, 76 yards, Ryan, 6 carries for 20.
Yeah, he's ran the ball well, but he's got to find a way to get this offense going with the passing game. If they can start pushing the ball with the passing game, it's only going to open up the run game even more with Aaron Jones.
4th flag for 38 yards against UTEP. Webb stands in the pocket and throws. Tough catch along the far sideline. And it's on the hands of Reginald Davis, who's been the man so far in this third quarter. A couple of grabs.
Well, he delivered a strike right there with velocity. It was a little comeback route. He put the ball on the money and threw the ball extremely well.
Redshirt freshman last year. He had 15 catches. 3 touchdowns. Dancing through the pile is Washington. Nice run. Looked like he was stopped, Ryan, at the line of scrimmage and still was able to push for about 4 yards.
He put the wash machine move. He did that and put the spin cycle on right there 2 times and was able to get some nice yards. DeAndre Washington, he's demonstrating I want to get the back. I want to get the ball more and more in this spread out offense.
I feel like I'm watching UTEP, old-time football. Miners come with a blitz up the middle. Standing tall is Webb, throws deep. Another big catch, Jakeem Grant. Reaches up high. He's made big catches tonight for big yards, and Tech's on the move.
Well, just when you think they're going old school, they flip it on you and go new school, run a little chair route with Jakeem Grant, the explosive wide receiver. They're big-time receiver that can catch those explosive plays. Nice job downfield with 22 yards.
at the 19-yard line. Now to the ground goes Tech with Washington. Whistle stop play at the 16. Dakota Allen with a block up front for Washington.
You know, Dakota Allen's been in the backfield. We haven't talked about him a lot. You don't usually see him featured in this offense. It's usually a one-back offense, but they've been running the ball so well. They've had 2 backs in there, and Dakota Allen's been a big-time blocker for this offense.
Second down 7 after the gain of 3. Trips to the top of your screen.
Watch this man-to-man come right down here at the bottom, Craig.
Should they try to run it into the heart and soul of the front line. Chavis, the defensive tackle, Breslin, but Cockrell from the free safety makes the stop.
Craig, in that situation, Webb comes to the line of scrimmage. He has the ability to run or pass in that situation. He checked to the run. He saw that they had the numbers offensively. Felt like it was a better opportunity for them offensively to run the ball in that situation. He's got matchups one-on-one on the outside. He may take a shot.
Big third down. They need 4 yards into the 9-yard line. Play action Webb. Throws it on a string. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Bradley Marquez with the reception, but Webb could not have thrown it better.
Low and away so the defender couldn't get in there to put his hands in there. Solid throw by Davis Webb in that situation, finding his go-to wide receiver, number 4, Bradley Marquez. We talked about him in the open. He is an elite wide receiver and found a way to get open once again and help his quarterback score a touchdown.
Had a touchdown in the second quarter, comes back with one here in the third, and the PAT is good, and Tech opens up a 10-point lead. Marquez from Webb on a rope. Tech by 10 on Fox Sports 1. 2 touchdowns for Marquez tonight. 23-yarder to make it 23-13. 9 plays, 83 yards, just under 4 minutes. And Ryan, it was obvious the run of Texas Tech set up the pass to put it in the end zone.
Oh, DeAndre Washington's been running the ball so effectively. They mixed him in. They were able to get some positive yards with the run game. They ran the play action, and then Marquez, your go-to wide receiver, you know what? Once again, you dial him up, you call his name, and he makes a play for you. We talked about him in the open. He is your playmaker. Sooner or later, UTEP better find a way to circle him and understand the ball's going to find him in the red zone.
Ball's teed up at the 35. This is a big series ahead for UTEP, down 10. 6 yards deep and a knee. Under 6.5 to play in this third quarter on a pitch. Here comes UTEP. Following his blockers. Well, I love the running of Aaron Jones.
You know, we talked about old school football. That's an old Vince Lombardi play. That's student body right. You get the ball out outside, you pitch it to your running back, you allow your big men to come around, open up some gaps, create some seams, and when they can kick out those defensive players, your running back all of a sudden has a seam and can get the ball vertically up the field. The running back in that situation has to be patient. He has to understand what's developing in front of him, and once he sees the hole, he's got to hit it.
UTEP goes with some power in the backfield with Nathan Jeffrey, Josh Bell. They need 4 yards on second down. Cut back, looks like a first down for Jeffrey. Fell forward, and it is a first down. We've been trading with Jones and Jeffrey tonight. We've seen a little bit of Golden.
You got to keep your running backs fresh. You got to have a little bit of rotation. If they continue to give the ball to Aaron Jones, he would just be worn out. You're going to need him late in this game. He is your workhorse. He is your go-to guy. He's back in the game right now. That's one of the reasons why you see this mix-up with Nathan Jeffries. You mix him in as well to give Jones a little bit of a break.
Under center goes Showers. Tech trying to take control of this game. UTEP trying to work their way back. Jones the carry, and he spins for a couple of yards. He's a twin. His brother's Alvin. Aaron and Alvin, and you know what? They both can play basketball. They both played point guard for UTEP last season. They earned letters. Dad's an Army vet. Mom is on active duty. A salute to Mom and Dad.
I think Alvin's got the better haircut. But you know what? Two very talented, gifted athletes can play basketball for UTEP. I mean, they were on the court, Greg, run up and down. The parents are proud they had a chance to watch their sons play basketball. Now they get a chance to watch them play football as well.
Clock under 2.5 to play. Third quarter, second down 3. This one, you thought UTEP was going to punt away. A couple of penalties, and the Miners lived to play another day. There's a pitch. Jones just came in, and he's trying second and third effort. He'll gain maybe a yard 2. Kenny Williams, the Raider, made the initial hit. And now 3rd and 1.
Craig, you should see the number of defensive players that are right there near the line of scrimmage. Close to 9 players are at the line of scrimmage trying to shut down the run. All of a sudden now, these safeties, these linebackers are getting sucked up. There's an opportunity for this UTEP team to take a shot down the field, but they're going to have to find a way to protect the quarterback. But 3rd and 1, they got to get this first down first.
UTEP 4 of 12 on 3rd down conversions. They need 1 yard to keep the drive alive. They're going to take it right up the middle. And the first down comes thanks to Nathan Jeffrey. Good hard running right behind the center, Eric Lee.
You knew it was coming, and yet you still weren't able to stop it as Texas Tech.
I'll tell you, this Jones-Jeffrey combination with a little bit of Jeremiah and Darren LaFossa with Golden mixed in. I tell you, UTEP's got some running backs and different combinations they can use.
They do. They have speed in Golden. They have some power in Jeffrey, and Jones is a combination of both. That little mixture keeps these defense honest, keeps them guessing as well. It's hard to get a read on a player.
Bell and Jones back in the backfield. A minute to play in the 3rd. Handoff, trying to get outside. Nice cut back. And second effort will earn Jones 4 yards. And Bell, guess who? He was out there again leading the way.
He's been leading the way all night, a number of times tonight. And Jones able to circle the defense, patient, waiting for his blocks to set up. And it wasn't necessarily, a flashy run, but at the end of the day, it was a very effective run. It was a run that got them positive yards. They were able to circle the defense on the left side by pulling a guard around and clearing the way for Jones to get up the field. 17
carries now for Jones, 118 yards. This is the 13th play of this drive. Showers from the gun. Handoff, slipping and sliding. Lufasa, touchdown, UTEP. New life at the Sun Bowl.
And they mixed it up with Lufasa. He comes in, he shows off his power. You know what? It was a 13-play drive. The defense was a little bit worn down. They demonstrated right there. They weren't able to bring the ball carrier down at the point of contact. He broke yards. Those are yak yards right there, Craig. Those are opportunity for the offensive player to break the tackle, yards after carry. Perfect play from the offense.
PAT is missed by Maddox. 23-19 Miners, down by a count of 4. Late in the 3rd quarter.
Jeremiah Lufasa is going to take this ball right up the middle of this defense and then bounce it to the outside. And yak yards after contact. His ability to break those tackles, get up the field, and drive his feet right there, keeping low to the ground. He's a compact running back. He's hard to bring down because he's so low to the ground already. As a defensive player, you got to rally, you got to swarm tackle in that situation, and the Texas Tech didn't do a very good job right there.
Ron, I can guarantee you on that Texas Tech sideline, Matt Walderstead, the D coordinator, the head coach Kingsbury, can't really believe that touchdown because they gave it to him. They gave him the second opportunity on back-to-back penalties that renewed that drive with a 1st and 10. Jeremiah Lufasa, nice hard run. Extra point missed, 4-point game. And that kick will bounce into the end zone. 1 yard deep, and Texas Tech will have it at the 25-yard line. Swarming defense by the Miners and a big loss. Jameel Irving came crashing in.
It's a nice way to end the quarter with the defense flying around and making a big play.
So 3 quarters are done here at El Paso. We're moving up on the midnight hour. Mufasa runs it in a 4-point game at the Sun Bowl. Stay close on Fox Sports 1. Big welcome back to Fox Sports 1. College football presented by Cree LED bulbs. And they're jumping in the Sun Bowl. I'll tell you, this crowd, we're coming up on midnight central.
They're feeling loose.
Mountain, pardon me. It's 1 o'clock for Texas Tech, who's in Central Time.
Yeah, it's a late game. Kingsbury kept his players up. We talked about that.
Yeah, kept them up a little later during the week to try to adjust, make the adjustment to the time of this game. As he has energy as the 4th quarter wears on. 15 minutes left and a 4-point game. Webb incomplete down around the 40-yard line.
Craig, Webb did a nice job hanging in that pocket. They ran a crossing route. They ran a double crossing route right there. That was a long developing play. He was able to sit in the pocket, wait for it, and try to hit the open wide receiver. And in that situation, you got to pick that catch. And just isn't able to bring it home.
3rd down, 14. They keep this drive alive. Webb changes things up at the line of scrimmage. Play clock to 7. Play clock to 5. Just got the snap away with 3 to spare. He wants the deep ball, man coverage up top. It floats and hits the top of the hat. Incomplete is the call off the top of Lauderdale's helmet.
Lauderdale had the opportunity. He's at the top of the screen. He's running a streak. He's running a go route right there. But at the last second, all of a sudden, Teron Robertson comes in and breaks up the ball. That could have been pass interference. Once again, he doesn't really get his head back around either.
That hit his hat.
And hits his hat. If he gets his head around, he has an opportunity to make an interception.
Momentum making a shift here in El Paso. 4th and 14. Punts away. Good hang time. 30-yard line is Payne. And a timeout. Stay close. 23-19 Texas Tech. Big fan, and she is keeping this crowd alive as we're after the midnight hour.
Every program's got a diehard.
UTEP down by 4 under 10 minutes left. Jones could not escape the grasp of McElrath, the junior college transfer. Ripley, Tennessee, his hometown. 128 yards for Jones. He had 237 last week. Nearly 11 yards a carry. Tonight he's over 7.
Averaging 7 yards a carry. That's an impressive job by that young running back.
A pickup of 2, 2nd down 8. Showers from the gun. Autry Golden, the motion man. Heavy pressure. They set up the bubble screen on the catches. Mufasa, big hole. Watch out. He makes the cut. 50 at the 45 and bounced out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Micah away. The middle linebacker backs up Aguavin with the tackle. And remember, Mufasa just had that touchdown to make it a 4-point spread, and he's coming right at you.
Mufasa sneaks out of the backfield. They set up a nice screen. He high steps it out of the backfield, breaks another tackle down the field. Mufasa's excited. He had his opportunity. Every time he's touching the ball, he's doing great things.
How about a 30-yard pickup? Jones hammered down to the field at the 36. Now you got to be impressed. UTEP has stayed with it, trying to play mistake-free ball. They've ran the clock under Sean Kugler.
Well, this game is played right into their hands. And they're still in it. There's plenty of time on the clock. They've continued to run the ball. They've done everything exactly the way they want to. Yeah, they probably want to have some more positive yards in the passing game. But right now, they're doing a fantastic job moving the ball and giving themselves a chance for another opportunity to put points on the board.
Kugler stacks 2 wide receivers high and low. Quick throw near side. Shaw with the catch.
short yardage or a short gain on that play.
This isn't UTEP. You would think that they'd be intimidated in this situation. You would think that this is a team that would play passive. They've actually been the aggressor oftentimes in this game, especially on the offense with their offense. They've ran the ball. When you're running the ball effectively, you're demonstrating you're physical up front. Your offensive line's getting great push, great surge across the line of scrimmage, and then your running backs are moving the ball through those holes. There's another opportunity on 3rd and short.
Straight away. Just enough room for Jeffrey to squeeze through. I'd say this O-line's done a nice job tonight for UTEP. Watkins, Hernandez, the freshman, Lamendorf, a freshman, the 2 guards, and then Eric Lee, the center.
That was another nice job on 3rd and short. If we went back and looked at all the 3rd and shorts and the way they were able to run the ball UTEP tonight, Texas Tech did a nice job being physical, but they weren't able to control the ball carrier, and Jones squirts through and gets these positive runs.
Also the clock running down to about 7 minutes to play. Showers on a keeper. Busts through 1 tackle, picks up 9. That brings up 2nd down and short. That's like a free play with 1 yard for a 1st down, and they're closing in on the end zone.
And Showers is reading that the entire time. He has the opportunity to either hand that ball off or keep it. He felt in that opportunity. He could keep it, get around the edge of the defense, lull them to sleep. All their eyes would be on the running back, number 29, Aaron Jones, as they should. But Showers was able to sneak out the backside and get excellent yardage.
He's carried the ball 10 times for 39 yards, 116 through the air. From the eye. 2nd down and short. 1st man through, 1st down. It's Darren Lufasa. And McElrath, the nose tackle with the stop.
Darren Lufasa, he's not going to get a lot of touches, but as a fullback, you get jacked up when you get a chance to carry the ball right there.
That's another 1st down for UTEP, and the clock rolls up on 6 minutes left.
Old school football. We've talked about it a number of times tonight. This is another drive that demonstrates that. You got to be impressed with their ability to stick to what they know and do it effectively.
10th play of this drive. Trying to wear down Texas Tech defensively. On the edge, on a cut, beautifully done. Jones with another stiff arm to the 10-yard line. He has taken on Tech's defense. He's been a one-man wrecking crew.
Justin Nelson looked like he was standing in cement at the cornerback position. As Aaron Jones came out, he had an opportunity to keep leverage and turn that ball back into his help, back into the defense. Aaron Jones puts a little move on him and gets outside him. Justin Nelson as a corner has to stop that running back and keep him inside.
Aaron Jones 142 yards now on 21 carries. 2nd down and 3. Play clock to 5. Up the middle. Jones reaches out. Touchdown.
Aaron Jones right through the heart of the defense. He runs, he fights, he crawls, he reaches. Touchdown. I mean, you talk about a player playing with his heart, playing with passion. Not only is he talented, this is a young man that loves football, and he's doing everything he can to put this offense, put the entire team, put the city of El Paso on his back and find a way to get a victory.
Hometown, grown El Paso. Burgess High School.
I mean, Craig, he's running over 3 Texas Tech. You look at that effort as he reaches and dives. He knows where the end zone is. I mean, that's a touchdown.
Big PAT makes it a 3-point spread, and this time up and in. 26-23. UTEP, a 3-touchdown underdog, leading Texas Tech 26-23. 5 minutes left on Fox Sports 1. Impressive late 4th quarter drive by UTEP.
Aaron Jones, a 9-yard run. 5 carries on that drive, Ryan Neese, for 33 yards. 11 plays, 88 yards, nearly 6 minutes off that fourth quarter clock. That's almost textbook.
You know, that drive was a reflection of their head coach, Kugler. It was a character drive. It was a drive with passion. It was a drive with determination, and they finished it. Excellent job by their offense.
2 timeouts remain for both Texas Tech and UTEP. 5:05 to go. Out of the end zone. No return. Tech starts at the 25-yard line. A field goal would tie. Of course, a touchdown would win it. Tech fans making the drive from Lubbock to El Paso. All right, here we go. 5 minutes to play. UTEP by 3. Webb hands it off. Washington met after a 2-yard gain. And Big Mo is prevalent here in El Paso.
Well, oftentimes in the fourth quarter, your legs get a little bit tired as a defense. You don't want to have any missed tackles in this situation that can result in explosive plays.
Air raid offense sets 3 wide receivers near side. Low snap. Webb sets his feet on a slant. Big hit. It's caught on the hands of Grant. But Deshaun Smith put a shoulder pad right on Grant and knocked him down.
Deshaun Smith wasn't going to miss that tackle. He ran in, he drove his feet, textbook tackle right there. But Grant did a nice job as a receiver to run the slant route, get open, and give his quarterback a nice target.
All right, let's listen in on 3rd down and 1. Play action on a rollout. Webb, he's going to keep it. And then runs down the sideline and gets bumped out. Clock stops with 4 minutes to go.
That was a nice play call in that situation. The entire defense sucked up, thought it was going to be a run up the middle. It was a naked bootleg. Webb was able to keep it, sneak out the backside, and got a lot of yards for that offense.
10-yard pickup, 1st down. So many missed opportunities tonight for Texas Tech. They're down 3 on the road. Stockton breaks a tackle and stumbles past the 40. Now the freshman had a head of steam and he fell forward.
Well, the defense right there, they're not even lined up right now. Tech is ready to go.
20-yard gain. Hurry up. Another breakaway. Stockton at the 20. Stockton wrestled down inside the 15. Back-to-back big runs by the freshman from Cibolo, Texas.
Tech has got their foot on the gas, and they're not letting up right now.
Stockton lost a shoe after picking up 24. 2 carries, 44 yards. Back-to-back runs by Stockton. Washington checks in at Texas Tech backfield. Stockton inside the 10. Pardon me, Washington. Three minutes left.
Well, Craig, we've seen it previously. When they get in the red zone, they've ran the ball really well to get down into this situation. But their go-to player in this situation, Bradley Marquez, number 4. I wouldn't be surprised if the ball doesn't find him in the slot position.
2nd down, 7. Shotgun, Davis Webb. Low snap, picks it up. End zone, up top. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And you called it. Marquez for the 3rd time tonight.
For the 3rd time in the red zone. Ran a terrific corner route, got into the back of the end zone, and Webb put the ball on the money, dropped it in to his security blanket, number 4, Bradley Marquez.
2 touchdowns last week, 3 tonight. Buston will try the PAT to make it a 4-point game. Chip shot up and good. Boy, UTEP would like to have that missed PAT. It'd be a 3-point game, but instead it's a 4-point spread.
And he's going to work to the back of the end zone. He runs a corner route. Nice job of separating from the defensive player Nick Gaithright, number 7. He takes away the inside, but he doesn't necessarily have the ability to get back to the receiver. The receiver separates Marquez, knows exactly where he's going, and Webb hits him on the numbers in stride for a touchdown.
9-yard touchdown reception. It took just 2 minutes and 33 seconds off the clock. There's 2:32 left. 1 timeout for UTEP. Tech kicks away, up by 4. They answer with a big touchdown drive. 5 yards deep. UTEP's bringing it out. Golden breaks the tackle 20. On his feet, 35, 40. Bumped down at the 50-yard line.
He got a flag late. Might have been a face mask.
Personal foul, face mask, number 42.
Another flag on Texas Tech.
Archie Golden with a lot of confidence. And I'm taking this from 5 yards back in the end zone, and I'm going to run it all the way down the field. And then he gets a face mask. The kicker comes in, grabs the face mask. He gets a full handful right there, Craig. He's doing everything he can to bring the ball carrier down, but look at that sidelines. They're excited, emotional. That was an important return right there. They got a short field to work with. 2:23 on the clock. Perfect opportunity to put themselves in a position to win this game.
Yeah, don't forget UTEP 0-12 against Big 12 opponents. 11 flags for 105 yards. Jones alongside Showers. Throws that ball into the turf. 2nd down and 10. 1 timeout for the Miners, 2 for Tech. A 4-point game here at the Sun Bowl.
Well, now you're in a position where you have to score a touchdown, Craig. And now you're 2nd and long. You're going to try to run a little bubble screen right there. That wasn't effective. The defense was all over. Tech did a smart, very smart play. Sound football right there. They sniffed that one out. Now, the ball's going to fall in Showers' hands. Can he rise up and make a play as a senior?
Out goes Aaron Jones, Nathan Jeffrey in the backfield for UTEP. Play clock under 5. Just got it away. Showers steps up, pressure from behind. He's tripped and takes a fall at the 30. Coming up on 2 minutes.
He missed an open wide receiver right there. He was 87. Eric Tomlinson was streaking down, right down the hash, right down the middle of the field. Showers got a little antsy in the pocket. It was collapsing on him and couldn't find a way to find the open player.
This could be the game. Under 2 minutes left. 3rd down and 8. As Sean Kugler, the 2nd-year head coach for UTEP, looks on. Showers from the gun. He'll tuck and run. Taken down from behind. It'll be 4th down.
Well, UTEP thought they could catch Tech in a surprise little quarterback sneak, quarterback run. That was a designed run.
Final timeout taken by UTEP. Interesting note, Central Arkansas was 6 for 6 on 4th downs last week against Texas Tech's D. Let's see what Sean Kugler has drawn up on this 4th down and 6. Backs are split. Showers from the gun. Play clock down to 1. Showers in the pocket. Heavy pressure. Dumps it over the middle. Incomplete. And Tech will take over with 1:23 to play.
A lot of pressure in his face. He was looking for Aaron Jones coming out of the backfield. And all of a sudden, he wasn't able to sit in the pocket comfortably and find the open receiver. Texas Tech did a nice job rushing the passer, harassing him. Number 90, McAltheray gets in there, gets in the backfield, and puts a nice little hit on Showers. And they're excited. Look at that emotion. This has been a hard-fought battle, and their defense came up with a big-time stop on 4th down.
Kingsbury had a 3-touchdown advantage. At least that's what the experts expected tonight, but boy, they got a battle at the Sun Bowl. One knee goes down. And the clock runs. Disappointment for UTEP. Hard fought by the Miners. Tech had opportunities, but got the big play late here in the fourth.
And Kingsbury said he was nervous coming into this game. He knew the atmosphere was going to be intense. He knew it was going to be emotional. He can breathe a sigh of relief. His team was able to dink and dunk, and they found a way to rally, come up with the plays that were needed, put points on the board in the red zone, and come up with big stops on defense at the crucial times to win this game. He can breathe a sigh of relief, but I promise you, he's not happy. They're going to go back to the drawing board. There's still things they need to correct. But guess what, Craig? They're 2-0.
It takes time to rebuild. You know what? They're on their way in El Paso, Texas. Foundation's been set.
It's been said, I've been thoroughly impressed with the way this team played. They have talent, they have heart, they have character, they have all the things that you want from a young program. The coaches should be proud of the way their players played tonight.
So the victory will belong to Texas Tech, and Cliff Kingsbury defeat to UTEP. Hard fought. Sean Kugler will, of course, fight to play another day. 2-0. Texas Tech 1-1. UTEP. The Miners will play next week against New Mexico State. And up next for Texas Tech will be Arkansas. Both clubs will still be at home. For Ryan Neese, Craig Bolerjack, we say good night from the Sun Bowl in El Paso, Texas. The final score, 30-26 Tech. Fox Sports Live starts right now.